rose on True TV 76,000. I said this last time. Shout out to Mrs. Me Too.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too, and I want y'all to realize that.
Angel Reese must deal with a difficult situation. Her spotlight fades as league viewing falls. Once praised, it is now questioned if her press has actually hurt the game more than it has helped it. The data reveal a much more startling tale.
Americans are clearly not interested in watching pretend basketball. That's not my opinion, it's a fact.
Expectations were quite high when the Unparalleled League, which was touted as a game-changer in women's basketball, began with an amazing 300,000 viewers for its first 3 games.
You've gotta be completely honest here. It is a league first and foremost, and the most important thing is that the league long-term is going to be profitable, or at least it looks like it has the potential to be. Otherwise, once that TV deal is done in 3 years, it's over. And right now, this has not been the greatest look in the world for Unrivaled.
Fans were excited to see how the league's biggest stars would perform on this new stage, with Angel Reese being one of the most anticipated attractions. However, as the season went on, a worrying trend emerged. Viewership numbers started to plummet, especially when Reese was on the court. Now, some games barely reached 100,000 viewers when she plays, raising questions about whether Angel Reese is failing to captivate audiences as anticipated.
Unrivaled, averaging 204,000 viewers to date. Monday night, there were 2 more games broadcast on TNT. The first game was between the Vinyl and the Phantom. Interesting choice of words, Phantom. It perfectly describes their ratings. Their audience is a ghost. They literally cannot find people willing to watch.
Everyone believed that Angel Reese would surpass all the other players in the league and increase ticket sales and viewership, much like Caitlin Clark. However, as we now know, Angel doesn't have the same impact as Caitlin, and viewers are choosing to watch Kate Martin instead of even wanting to watch Rays.
But Angel Reese does not belong in this league. Angel Reese, this league is a paycheck for Angel Reese.
While other league stars continue to maintain or even increase viewing when they take the floor, Reese's performance causes the league's viewership to drastically decline, indicating that her presence may not be as much of a draw as previously believed. There is a noticeable drop in Reese's games. Numerous causes could be responsible for this. The decline in numbers is concerning for both Reese and the league. Perhaps fans anticipated a more dominant, polished version of her game, or perhaps the competition highlights flaws in her play that weren't as obvious at the collegiate level.
Is that the Rose and Lunar Owls game had 89,000 people. There were less than 100,000 people watching this game. I mean, that is crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Like, this was a game where Angel Reese played. She is supposed to be the biggest draw in the league.
One of the worst moments of Reese's early career in the unbeaten league occurred when she was benched in favor of Lexi Hall, who outperformed her in a number of areas of the game. To make matters worse, when Reese did play, her performance was far from what fans had anticipated. She had her worst game of the season, struggling to make an impact on either end of the floor. Her usual dominance in the paint was neutralized, and her defensive lapses were glaring instead of the aggressive. Confident player fans were used to seeing Rays looked hesitant and out of sync, and occasionally totally lost. One of the worst parts of the game was when Reese was repeatedly beaten off the dribble, appearing slow-footed and unable to recover defensively. In another low light, she attempted a putback layup, but the ball hit the bottom of the rim. This incident swiftly went viral on social media as a symbol of her difficulties. The question of whether Reese is a true professional star or just the result of hype that isn't converting has further grown as a result of these subpar performances.
Angel Reese played over Azare. Like, they started Angel Reese in the fourth over Azure, and look, Angel Reese had a horrific game. Like, a terrible, terrible, terrible game.
The drop in attendance during Reese's performances begs the crucial question: why aren't fans staying to watch her? One explanation might be the mismatch between expectations and reality. Reese entered the league with a strong brand and a substantial social media presence, which led many to believe she would dominate just as she did in college. However, professional play presents a different challenge, and it is clear that she struggles against elite competition. It's possible that supporters who watched in anticipation of witnessing the same degree of domination were let down and looked elsewhere. Reese is a great rebounder and excels in the paint, but in a league that increasingly emphasizes variety, she needs to pace her game might not be as interesting to watch. The recent benching of Reese in favor of Lexi Hall exacerbates these problems. When a player who was once hailed as a future star is benched, it can undermine confidence in both Reese and those watching. Fans may interpret this as an indication that Reese is having mental difficulties, which could make them less interested in seeing her perform.
Unbelievable. Lexi Hull showing Angel Reese how it's done. It was an awful game for Angel Reese. She's getting worked.
For Angel Reese, the early results in the Unmatched League have been a humiliating experience due to the dramatic drop in viewership when she plays paired with her on-court battles are unquestionably a wake-up call. It needs to be seen if this represents a brief downturn or a more thorough revelation of her limitations. It is evident, though, that Reese will need to do more than rely on her prior successes and social media buzz if she hopes to regain her star power. She must demonstrate that she is more than just a name. She must also be a game changer on the court. The new league was meant to be the upcoming games will be key in evaluating if Angel Reese can turn things around or if the league and its supporters are prepared to move on without her. For her, a fresh start for women's basketball right now feels more like a severe reality check.
But Angel Reese specifically has been brutally exposed, and her own fans have stopped watching her in this thing. They have stopped watching. How do you know? 89,000 viewers last Saturday when she was on TV. 89,000.
Standing firmly at the logo she pulled up for a deep three-pointer, Angel Reese wanted her moment to be a signature shot that would imprint her authority on the game and send a message to her critics. Instead of splashing the net with a picture-perfect shot, Caitlin Clark's ball sailed through the air, clanking off the rim in a mist so brutal that the crowd's collective reaction was an audible groan. It was a pivotal moment, but not the one Reese had imagined.
She's incredible. She's got range that you have to pick her up basically as soon as she crosses the half court line because she's dangerous from everywhere. Like you're watching shooting against her. Like Caitlin Clark's going to be in that conversation here for years. Not like that girl can flat out shoot.
Despite the league being full of highly anticipated names, Kate Martin continued to demonstrate that she was the genuine breakout star of Unrivaled, while Reese struggled to find her rhythm. Martin had quietly made a name for herself as the team's most reliable and productive player. She didn't require any publicity because her performance was self-evident, and when it came to Reese, there was no question as to who was superior. Martin was the Lace's engine, controlling both ends of the floor with unrelenting energy. Shots raced for every lost ball and through her assists, but it was her toughness that really set the tone. Reese crashed to the floor as Martin met her head-on with a forceful yet clean tackle as she surged into the lane in an attempt to score. There was a symbolic change at that point as one athlete struggled to meet expectations while the other exceeded them all. From beginning to end, Reese's team was overpowered by the Laces, who executed with precision and revealed every flaw in their opponents. While Reese struggled to find her footing, Martin demonstrated her leadership by controlling the game's tempo and delivering at crucial times. As the final buzzer sounded, Martin was already well ahead of her squad, leading them to yet another convincing victory. The scoreboard told the whole tale. Kate Martin was the only true star to emerge from Unrivaled thus far. She wasn't the loudest player on the court or the one with the highest expectations, but she had repeatedly shown that she had the skills, toughness, and mindset to lead a team to victory. The Laces remained undefeated while Reese's squad continued to falter.
So there's probably not one individual player that has benefited more from Unrivaled than Kate Martin.
Look, Kate Martin was somebody that came into the WNBA and nobody, and I mean nobody, thought she was going to make the Las Vegas Aces roster. Like, the Las Vegas Aces drafted 3 players. Obviously, Liz Kitley was injured. Everyone thought kind of, Liz Kitley's probably going to go and make that Vegas team eventually. And a lot of people thought Deasia Fair was going to make that team. But Deasia Fair gets cut, Kate Martin makes the team, and within 5 games, she is a star.
The league, which was created to showcase elite talent, is already having trouble keeping viewers interested. Meanwhile, Reese's struggles have raised questions about whether she can adapt and prove she's more than just a name. On this particular night, Kate Martin undoubtedly outshined her and the Laces were on top, but it wouldn't even be fair if Caitlin Clark were in Unrivaled. She would be knocking down logo threes all game, torching defenders, and putting on a shooting clinic that, in addition to controlling the match, Clark's presence would draw attention to the stark difference between her skill level and the rest of the field. Rather than taking part, Unmatched Unrivaled was supposed to be a new and exciting addition to women's basketball, but the reality is that without the game's true superstars, it simply isn't living up to expectations. The league's ratings continue to decline, and its initial buzz is fading quickly. Clark is getting ready for another historic WNBA season. She's working hard to improve her game and get ready for another year of record-breaking performances. Although the league has some well-known players, the lack of players like Clark has demonstrated that talent depth is a problem. Clark is a once-in-a-generation talent who struggles to gain the general appeal it had hoped for without her unique combination of skill, shooting range, and ability to command an audience.
Was in the lab shooting, but this is just, man, spectacular. Look at her getting it in, bro. 54 shots in 3 minutes. How fast she getting them shots off.
One of the few true standouts, Kate Martin has proven her value game after game. She is tough, flexible, and has always stepped up in crucial situations. Her aggressive play, which included a hard, clean tackle on Angel Reese, has set the tone for her team's victory. Despite Martin's ascent, the league lacks a defining superstar who can genuinely elevate its prominence, while Angel Reese has struggled to live up to the expectation. Her attempt at a deep three, a famous Clark shot, served as a stinging reminder of the difference between confidence and execution. The miss was more than just a failed shot. It represented an unparalleled, wider struggle to perform at the level it had promised.
If Lexi Hall is making the layups, man, and getting rebounds, you might as well just go ahead and trade Angel Reese if you're the Laces. What are they, the Laces?
While Unparalleled searches for its identity every season, Caitlin Clark breaks records, broadens her skill set, and demonstrates why she is the most captivating player in women's basketball today. As she gets ready for another historic run, the league is left trying to create excitement without its most lucrative star.
Her birthday, we take no days off over here, folks. We take no days off over here. Caitlin Clark in the gym, of course, getting in some work on her birthday. The job is not done.
At first sight, Unrivaled had all the makings of success. Big names, new matchups, and a new league format, but it's finding it difficult to stay relevant without genuine generational talent like Caitlin Clark, while Unparalleled faces an uphill struggle to increase its long-term worth. Clark's decision to concentrate on the WNBA is turning out to be the right one as Unrivaled fades. If you liked it, please leave a like. Angel Reese must acknowledge that hype is insufficient. Additionally, there are now more videos on the screen.